Hello, everybody, on this cold, snowy day where I'm at. I don't know if you can see it behind me or not, but anyway, good day to be in. So, my 600-pound life. If you've ever watched a show, you can pick just about any season, any episode, and the participants there basically are all the same story of trauma, of something in their childhood, a parent dying or divorce or any number of things or abuse, and which leads them to eat. And most generally, they are to the point where they cannot get up out of bed. They cannot bathe or shower. They have to either try to do it themselves or they have someone come in and do it for them. And almost always, there is someone in the home, a so-called friend or family, that brings them food that they know they shouldn't have. Okay? Now, Lanitha has broken that mold in episode 16 of season 8. She is over 600 pounds. She's quite mobile. She walks around all over the place. She washes herself. She cooks for herself and her daughter. She has a job, and she's a pharmacy tech, which is not an easy job. The way I read up on it is she's responsible for fulfilling prescriptions, and it looks like she works in a hospital maybe. She's got all her stuff on a cart, and she has to go, and there's an elevator, so that's why I say it's probably a hospital. She takes it up where it needs to go for the patients. Okay. She did not have the childhood trauma. She was the youngest of 9. She says she had a very happy childhood. Okay. So she is not your average person that you see. She has no enabler in the home. So in adulthood, she had breast reduction surgery, at which time there was a complication and her lungs collapsed. And so she was on a ventilator, and they gave her steroids to build her up. Now, steroids, they also give a lot of cancer patients too, so they eat. They do make you hungry. You do eat. Oh, yes, you do. And that seemed to multiply the effects when she got done with all of that. Apparently, she ran out of money and couldn't go back to the doctor to keep, doing average treatments. She turned to food. So she got married. And after they got married, of course, he turned into a real jerk. He was emotionally abusive to her and verbally. And to top it all off, then she found out he was cheating, so she divorced him. Good job. However, the next relationship, 3 months into that, she got pregnant. And he hung around, at least until the baby was a year old, and then, went on his way. So her sister and a friend who owns a gym took her to Houston to see Dr. Now. And when they weighed her in there, she weighed up at 604 pounds, I think. So not terribly bad. And she gets around good for that size, Unlike some of them, they did have to push her to get her into the van. But, there's other ones that they just take the seats out, put a mattress, and they just kind of lay there all the way. So she admits, even though she's diabetic, her weakness is snack cakes and soda. She has no willpower. Okay. So Dr. Now does talk to her about the importance of getting healthier. And she realizes she needs to do it. She knows. He gives her the diet, says, I want you to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. So she's trying, but this woman works, and you see her taking her child to a daycare, and it's not even light yet, and she comes home and it's dark. So she even admitted, fast food is dinner a lot of times because she doesn't have time. She's right. I don't know exactly how many hours she's getting, if it's like 12 hours, 3 days a week, or, straight 40 hours, 5 days a week. I don't know. But her work, of course, rather than thinking that it may be a good thing that she gets healthy, they are upset because she misses time. So she has to put his appointment on hold. Um, they decide to do a video call. Okay. So between the breathing problems that her daughter has, her daughter has breathing treatments twice a day. She tells Dr. Now that a lot of times she doesn't have time for lunch, so she seems to be under this impression if you miss a meal, then you need to make that meal up at your next meal. So her problem isn't so much what she's eating, it's how much, okay? She tends to, her portions are out of whack. I don't know what she thinks is going to happen if she doesn't eat 2 meals worth at dinner. I don't know what she thinks is going to happen to her. But that seems to be the issue, okay? And Dr. Now seems to think that with that attitude, the stomach surgery won't help. And I believe him. I believe him. Because she has this done, and she's got it in her head, up here, that, okay, I didn't eat lunch, so I'm going to eat. This is my dinner, and this is my lunch, and we're going to have it all together. She's just going to stretch that out and possibly do more harm than good. I don't know, rupture, or I don't know. But she tells him that, she hasn't done real well, but she's going to get serious. She goes and she works out with her friend, and this guy has a real intense workout for her. It's like she's joining the military or something. I mean, he's got her, working out in the gym. He takes her outside, and she's got a sledgehammer, and she's just beating the hell out of a tire, just really stressful. When you see usual people on the show, and they're told to exercise, and they can't get out of bed, but, they'll do like 3 arm curls. Ugh, that was intense. I can't do that again. And they managed to lose weight, and this woman isn't dropping it. I'm puzzled. So finally, by month 6, they go back to Houston. Her weight is 575, so she has lost about 30 pounds in 6 months. He tells her, weigh in once a week where you're at. The scale doesn't lie. If you're doing right, it will show. If you're not, you need to change it. You need to work harder. Keep a diary of what you eat so you realize what you're eating and how much. And, and he suggested trying a liquid diet too for a few days. Well, when she gets back, her daughter needed more medical treatments, more breathing treatments, and she admitted lack of finances. And she has had to ask her family for help for the important medical bills like her daughter and whatnot. She doesn't have the money to pursue the diet the way he has it, or the time. She decides to quit. I know. I was sad. Because I thought if anybody could do it, I thought she would, But Dr. Now is very gracious, He tells her he understands. She's got a lot going on. She decides to do this again. Please call them. In the meanwhile, try to find a local doctor that can help her. And then the last thing you see is her singing in church, And, you can't help but just love this woman. I mean, she's so down to earth and so simple and hardworking. and you're in the background just going, oh, come on, drop the weight, come on, you gotta live, you got a child, come on, you can do this, come on. But for whatever reason, she does not. However, she does have a Facebook page called Fat to Fit, and that's PHAT number 2 FIT. So if you guys want to check out what she's doing, I would suggest go there, like it, support her. And maybe when things get better for her financially, maybe she will be able to go and get the surgery done that she needs and get on track and live a long, healthy life for her child. So that basically was episode 16 of season 8, which just aired. So leave me a comment if you would like. Please like, share, subscribe if you would like. And remember, you can spill the tea, but don't drop the coffee. I'll see you next time, guys.